Again, everybody, and welcome back to my character Crusade Unbound Season 2 Let's Play featuring Alusell, my Alteration Mage Swordsman. Um, Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. Hope you ate lots of barbecue, had some pool time. Um, let's see, let's do a quick recap here. Last time I left, we had made it to Whiterun. Off camera, I sold some loot. I found Amron. I took his quest to find his family sword, and I paid him for some one-handed training. We'll probably be back for him if we don't level up too quickly for more training in the not-too-distant future, I would think. Other than that, not much to report. I think I took another bounty from the inn as well that we'll go do when Alusell gets bored. But for now, he's pretty focused on making his way to Winterhold. As you can see, we're almost there. I had a bit of a crash in my last recording, and I lost some footage. But this is where I ended up. Nothing really major. Just a little bit of a recap on things that have happened in the past, in previous episodes, and where Alusell's state of mind is and what his goals are. I guess we can go ahead and recap some stuff. So Alusell was the foster son of a middle-class merchant in Hammerfell. His foster father sent him to Skyrim, thinking that the civil war here is going to lead to a supply shortage and therefore an increased demand for his wares. So his foster father sent Alusell here in order to try to create some kind of a market foothold and make some money. Alusell had other plans. He had no interest in being a merchant, so as soon as he got to Falkreath, he sold off all of his father's stuff. He tested himself in Halldir's cairn, defeated the ghost of Halldir, took care of a few bounty quests, and became Thane of Falkreath because he actually ended up cleaning the hold up quite a bit. He was gifted Raya, his housecarl, which he considers more of a porter, even though she is a formidable warrior and oftentimes saves his life. Alusell is never anything but resentful for it. He's all about testing himself and chasing achievements on his own to test where his current strength and skill level is. So while most people would be very appreciative of someone saving their lives numerous times, Alusell is not. He's just upset that he's not strong enough to do it on his own. Speaking of which, a big thing of this, at least this portion of Character Crusades Unbound series, is the idea of positive and negative value pairs and how someone's mood or morale shifts from positive to negative depending on the situation they're in. Alusell recently almost was smashed to death by a bandit chief before Raya came in and saved his life. That should make him happy, but it did not. He found himself lacking in that battle, and getting help from someone else really is not his style. So he is kind of upset about that. He's a little bit footsore from all the travel. And off camera, Raya stepped in and kind of saved his skin a few more times, so he is really feeling inadequate with himself and his skills and his strength levels right now. But as to what he is working on at the moment, he's pretty focused on getting to Winterhold and the college. in a previous episode, the ghost of Halldir's ghost sort of drew him back to Halldir's cairn, where he set up camp, and he was visited by Halldir's spirit. And Halldir went on to tell him of this curse that had been laid upon him, and that he is now sharing with Alusell. During this meeting, he mentioned something about a choice between Hevnorak and Vokun, and shared with him some ancient experiences around the Hroldan area over here in the Reach. Alusell thought he might be going crazy at first, but decided he should play this out as if it were real for the time being. And his first step is to try to gain as much knowledge on the matter as possible. And that is knowledge of the ancient Nords, knowledge of the dragon priests, of the dragon cult, of the old Hroldan area, and Halldir, if he can find it. And he figures where better to find old knowledge than at a college. And I'm a poet and didn't know it. But there you go. So he is very focused on making it to the college as soon as possible, and trying to glean any information he can on his current situation. Also, if it turns out that he's crazy, I think he would rather find himself at the college, where they can take a pragmatic approach to treatment, as opposed to finding a priest or priestess somewhere and basically begging the gods for help, which is very much not Alusell's style. So that's where we're at right now. And we are coming up on a necromancer lair here, with skeletons and mages and all kinds of disturbing things that are trying to kill us. At least I think. Yeah, I see a skeleton up there. So let's try not to get ourselves killed here. Nice shot. I mean, how dare you, Raya? Where are all the mages? There's usually one over here. Oh god. He seemed a little confused. Must have clocked him good. Rattled his brain a little bit. Okay, normally there's another skeleton up here. Stormcloak's already moving in on this fort, huh? Well, let me see what's going on in here first.
Huh?
We're gonna need some light. Went down easy. Like a cold brew. Where did my light go? I did just cast a candlelight spell, right? Or did I cast something else? Oh. Alusell's not sure if he's going crazy, but I'm also not sure if I'm going crazy. Maybe that was a side effect of being ethereal entering combat. Maybe the candlelight spell doesn't count as an offensive action, but as a spell that you cast on yourself, and if you're ethereal, it doesn't stick. I don't know. That was my guess. See what kind of loot we can find here that we can sell off before the Stormcloaks come in here and take all this over. Quick save. Get off it, Raya. Yeah, got me right in between my rolls. Well timed, skeleton. Oops, I missed. And if memory serves, there's not really much of interest down here, or of value. Oh, I guess I could loot that, that mage, though. Their robes are usually worth a pretty good amount, especially considering how light they are. Is that wine? The wine is also valuable. We can sell that. Let's see what else we got around this old fort. I think there's some more stuff upstairs here. Hear a skeleton now all of a sudden. Yeah, where was he before? Very odd. I don't know how that first bash missed. Candlelight spell is worn off again. Shed some light on the subject here. Nothing fancy. Some good stuff in there. This is a mess. Looks like some pretty decent stuff in here, though. Ugh, messing with all that blood is not worth the 2 septims. Alright. Let's see what these other 2 mages had on them here. Okay. Well, I think that's making Alusell feel a little better. He didn't lean too heavily on Raya that time. He was able to deal with the mages and the skeletons fairly easily there. That's going to lift his mood a little bit. And even if it's snowy and icy and he can't feel his toes, seeing the sun also lifts his spirit a little bit. So he's inching back up on the positive scale of the positive-negative value pair there. Plus the fact that he's getting closer to the college. He's gonna get a little bit happier as he gets closer to his goal there. Even if it is a small goal to cross off his list. And it might end up being a can of worms.
There's a cave here. Perfect hideout for bandits, or worse.
Something tells me it's worse. Alusell's all up for fighting bandits, but he's really got to get to the college. Okay, here we go. Got some scenery here. That's what we're looking for. Alright, feeling stronger. A little less inadequate. I'll have to find a nice place to meditate here. Now would be a good time for a quick save, I think, huh? Wow, look at that. Another Kodak moment, I think. Kind of reminds me of the old Castlevania games, where it would have Simon Belmont in the foreground looking up at that huge castle. For all my audience members here that are as old as I am and remember a game like that. One of my favorite old franchises. So he's feeling better. Hello.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
There's some merit to that argument, I think. Oh my gosh.
I was born and raised in Skyrim. The Nords treat us like dirt.
Well, they've treated me pretty well. Man, that guy came out of nowhere, right? Camouflage is working really well in the snow. What time is it here? 9 o'clock. So I know what's coming up at the college here. It kind of sends you on a very heavy-handed quest right off the bat. I've used a few spells, and I might want that spell count back. So I'm thinking maybe now might be a good time to hang out in the actual Winterhold, the town of Winterhold portion, or the town portion of Winterhold, for the day, and then
Just walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
try to gain admittance to the college as soon as possible the next morning.
And what? You think that will solve all your problems?
Probably not, but it's worth a try.
Well, stop your bickering. Go back inside. I want to sell you some stuff. I don't know. Maybe not. I think Alusell would be really eager to try to get in as soon as possible, but they're going to send him to Sarthal, like, immediately. Let's see. How many spells do I have left? 17 out of 20. That's pretty good. I think I'm okay.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Alright, well, let's sell some stuff here, get some money for training, and make sure we have some money for spells, too. That's going to be one of the biggest perks of joining the college, is having access to all those spell merchants. Any books here that we can sell? Oh, I forgot to read that. Don't need any of those. And looks like we got some gems we can sell off here. Looks like that's about it for now. So this place seems pretty barren. Do you get much
Very
business?
funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top.
What kind of bad deals do you make?
Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk.
What exactly?
Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what.
Maybe I could look into it for you.
I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem.
I'll take it.
Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it?
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you?
Sure thing. Mention of a barrow piqued Alusell's interest there. He's not super interested in it right now. He wants to get to the college and see what their library has to say on all this curse business. But he may be very interested in checking that out soon.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna spend the whole day here before heading up to the college. I think
I've already corrected it for future experiments.
I think Alusell's pretty eager to get up there.
This is why people have a problem with
I'm gonna ask around about it for a little bit though.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend.
What's wrong with Ranmir, by the
He
way?
owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Sure, we'll get our gold at some point. Not like he has anywhere to go.
Fair enough. Thanks.
See ya.
Is there anybody here who...
Hello there, fellow.
Hey, there's Talsgar. We were looking for him.
Itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
I've never actually seen him
Life of adventure
here
and
before.
Song is the life for us, eh, friend?
What are you doing out here?
Serving and capturing the epic struggle for Skyrim. When brothers clash with bitter blades, surely there is a song to be found. Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent Thane, well, let's just say best not.
How long are we gonna let Ranmir
Afraid
make
not.
himself into a stew?
But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue,
As long as it
you
keeps
might
paying.
try the Bard's College in solitude.
Oh, are you sure of that?
Yeah, so we were looking for this guy
It's not my
as
place
kind
to
of
get
a
involved in their family's business. I'm a merchant.
as kind of
They
a
told me to stay out of it.
trigger to guide us to the Bard's College for some potential research and history on Hevnorak and Vokun and all that jazz. But I think we ended up talking to another bard at some other inn at some point. Yeah, so I think we'll go ahead and head to the college shortly. I just want to find a nice spot to meditate and level up. And then I'll probably cut the episode here because I think we're inching up on 30 minutes, if not already past it. And then we'll do the we'll break the bottle on the College of Winterhold ship in the next episode. I think I just want to get a nice clean view of the Sea of Ghosts over here. This looks okay, huh? Could do worse. Alright, let's see what we got here as far as what we want to level up. I think our plan was to get stamina to 200 and then start working on health. Hopefully I don't regret that. Let's see, we were also going to see what we could do about concentrating on one-handed. I could take Clash of Champions, which would help us stay alive a little longer, which is always a good thing. Crosscut is the big thing. I think damage output is going to become an issue here until we start taking more perks that will make our blade more deadly. Which is overrun. That's not till 50. We got a while on that. Power attack damage, this is a good one, but we have 2 more levels of one-handed. And crosscut is another big one, but we have to wait till 40 on that as well. Clash of Champions is definitely a strong candidate. I think we're okay on block for a little bit. Blocking more damage is always nice, but we've been pretty good with timed blocking. This is also really good. This is going to increase our damage rating, but only after a timed block. And very soon here I'm going to be thinking about crafting either an elven or a dwarven katana. But not quite yet. Let's see, what else? I think we're okay on alteration stuff since we got distorted shape. Been pretty good. Now one thing I'm not sure, I would like to take this perk, but I'm not sure if Okada's recitals triggered spells count toward this. It would be cool if it were the case, but I'm not sure if it is. And I don't tend to concentrate on a spell while being attacked. I tend to block it a little more, so I don't know if Geomancer is going to be a good one. Gold would be great. So this would 4 times a day generate... I'm sorry, once per day generates gold 4 times your alteration. So this would be 200 gold per day. That's pretty good. And that will only keep getting better. I think right now it's either between Poke the Dragon and Crosscut. I think I'm going to take Crosscut. Just because right now I get a free attack from Distorted Shape. And landing that attack could make that enemy 10% weaker. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that'll open up Crosscut when I get the chance here. Alright, cool. And Raya is leveling up as well. Alright, so I think this is a good place to cut it. I'm going to go ahead and quick save for the next episode. And I think I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, there's Azura statue. He really wants to go visit that too. So yeah, goodbye for now. Next episode we will get started on the Mages Guild quests. Alright, everybody take it easy, and I'll see you next time.